Ve'ela Toldos, page 124. Ve'ela Toldos Yitzchak ben Avram. Avram holidas Yitzchak. So the Torah says these are the offspring of Yitzchak, the son of Avram. Avram gave birth, Avram bore Yitzchak. Anybody have a comment to make about that? Avram was the father of Yitzchak. Anything, any question, any comment? Yeah?
We just watched Yitzchak get married, and now he's telling us that he was born?
Okay, well, now we're, okay, I would say that's part of the question. I'd say it's part of the question. What else?
It said these are the offsprings of Isaac's son of Avram, and then it says Avram begot Isaac.
And therefore why?
It's repetitive.
It's repetitive. Number one, it's repetitive. In this very pasuk, it's repetitive. Number two, like, haven't you been with the program all along? I mean, you know, what, you're only finding that out now that Avram had Yitzchak? Where you been up until now? Okay? So Rashi says over here, why does the Torah repeat it? So he says, it's the third line of Rashi, and I want you to see this because it's a very deep idea over here. It's a very deep idea here. It's the right column, third line down. Right column of Rashi, page 124. Page 124, third line down. Says Rashi, Lefisha hayu leitzane hador. Leitzane hador means the scoffers of the generation were saying, Me Avimelech nis abra Sarah. Sarah got pregnant from Avimelech. I mean, come on. She's been living with the man for 90 years, 80 years. She never gets pregnant. All of a sudden, she's alone with Paro. Okay, nothing. She's alone with Avimelech. Next thing you know, she's pregnant and she has a Yitzchak. I mean, come on. What are the odds here? What are the odds? Why? Sharei kama shonim sha'asayim Avram. Quite a few years she was with Avram. Veloni sa'abrei, man, she didn't get pregnant. Ma'asa Kodesh Baruch. So what did Kodesh Baruch Hu do to counteract the scoffers? Tsar kloster panav shel Yitzchak domela Avram. He formed the face of Yitzchak, that Yitzchak should look exactly, the spitting images, they say, of Avram. Oh, ve'hidu hakol Avram holidas Yitzchak. And everybody then said, oh yeah, Avram's definitely the father. Okay? So they said, that's what Rashi is saying over. Ve'elu Toldos Yitzchak ben Avram. These are the offspring of Yitzchak, the son of Avram. And before we even go further into Yitzchak's offspring, just remember one thing. Avram holidas Yitzchak. The scoffers say he came from Avimelech, but we're telling you right now, it wasn't. Okay, let's say, oh, and why here? So I should have said earlier when Yitzchak was first born, which there was scoffing. There was a lot of scoffing. Yishmael had said the same thing. Do you know that? Yishmael had said the same thing. When Avram made a banquet for Yishmael, it says, there are commentaries that say, when Sarah Imenu saw Yishmael mitzachek. So remember what we learned? That idol worship, immorality, murder. There are others that say, other commentators say, his mitzachek was he was saying, Yitzchak's born. They're making a banquet for Yitzchak because they had a baby. I know Avram's not the real father here. I know Avram's not the real father is Avimelech. Now you want me to tell you something that's going to give you the goosebumps? I'm going to tell you the goosebumps. You ever wonder why is it? Why is it? That was Yishmael was the first one, and he heard it from his mother Hagar. You ever wonder why is it that what we know the rest of the world is having such a hard time with? We live in Israel. We have our cousins around us, and we know that no matter what we do, we can't settle this conflict. Not peaceful negotiations and not giving up land. And every time we give up land, so they want more land. And they give up Gaza, and you give up this, and you give up, so they want more. And driving it, what do they ultimately want? Out into the sea. That's it. We're going to drive you into the sea. The only time they were willing to let us here in the land was before the declaration of the state, when the Arabs under their jurisdiction, Jews lived there. Jews lived there under the Turks. Jews lived there under the British, but not under Jewish rule. There was no Jewish rule in the land. You know where all this goes back to? You know where all this goes back to? It goes back to that one rumor of Yishmael. You know what they're really saying? You know what they're really saying? We're throwing you out of here because this isn't yours. The land was given to Abraham and to the offspring of Abraham. So then what problem? You're not the offspring of Abraham. You come from Avimelech. We're the offspring of Abraham. It says openly, Yishmael came from Abraham, from Avram Avinu. You started this ridiculous story about you're the descendant. Yitzchak was born to Avram Avinu. We disagree with that. So there's nothing to negotiate. You are on land that is not yours. That's really what's underlying all of this. And this is a persistent rumor over here. Comes along the Torah and says, oh yeah? It's a remarkable coincidence, a remarkable similarity between the way Avram Avinu and Yitzchak Avinu look. There's a remarkable similarity. Everybody would say, oh yeah, that's the father, all right. Oh, that's definitely the father. That's definitely the father. But it's more than that. Why does the Torah say it right here? Why does the Torah say it right here? So what's the Torah about to do? It's about to tell us where Yitzchak goes off to. What comes from Yitzchak? Yaakov and Esav. Hold on a second. That means we are now into what we call, this is fundamental. This is Aleph Beis of Judaism. We have something called a Masorah. What does a Masorah mean? We have a tradition dating all the way back to Sinai and dating back to the forefathers. What is it that the nations are fighting against so much? Got to break that Masorah. That Masorah is so annoying to everybody. Because the Masorah is what we're built on. So they'll do anything they can to break the Masorah. What do they care? Why is it so important for them to start a rumor like that? Why is it so important that Yitzchak shouldn't be fathered by an Avram Avinu? Because at a deeper level, if Avram is the father of Yitzchak, that means there's a Masorah. That means a Masorah that the Jewish people have genealogy goes back all the way to Avram Avinu. And if it goes back to Avram Avinu, then monotheism is the way you run the world, and it goes all the way. No, you understand? They're fighting against the whole thing. That's the idea. And therefore, the Torah is going to go back into things. All right, gentlemen, we'll stop early today. So we'll continue tomorrow.